Greenwood Stocks coming at you once again. Wanted to talk about trading off halts. Trading off halts. What happens when a stock gets halted? Well, stock gets halted for volatility. Volatility makes stocks move up drastically or down drastically. So there had been some flash crashes. Stock markets have crashed because of electronic trading algorithms, automatic trading. So they implemented something called circuit breaker. So HDCI, let's look at this. All right. Now I trade halts. I prefer to trade halts because that lets me know that the stock is going to be moving and it's going to be volatile. So it doesn't show right here, but it got halted a couple times. Now, whenever I'm trading a halt, what I want to do is make sure that when a stock pulls back or when a stock dips, I get in on that dip before it moves, okay? So this would have been a halt. These two candlesticks are halts, okay? And so whenever I'm looking to get in on this, okay, I'm getting in on this dip, 590. I think we got in HDCI at 594, and it jumped to 7.9. Now our stop loss is at 660 or something like that, but just wanted to give you an idea of how these stocks move, okay? What else? PTBI. Okay, so Petros Pharmaceuticals. This stock got halted, okay? So whenever this stock gets halted, we have to make sure that we set a stop, a limit. See, it went down and got halted on the way down again. So we don't want to take any chances. We want to make sure that we're in here. Okay, we're in here after it pulls back, or if it has strong volume going on the way up. Okay, so you see this pop, it halted, pops again. Now before it popped again, we got in on this halt. Okay, this halt was at we got in at 494. It gets halted at 540. Okay, and then it unhalts and gaps up again. So this is how we play halts. Now what we want to see is a YGMZ situation. We want to see this situation here, okay? So zoom out. Let's take all these indicators off. What you want to see is a situation where there's a halt, there's a halt, there's a halt, a halt down, and then it shows strength because volume continues to come in. This volume stays around 200,000 to 600,000 shares. So it unhalted. You want to get in on these gap downs, okay? You want to get in on pullbacks, or when the stock hasn't ran as much as you think it should have, okay? So it's a better example. Halt. Let me this time frame. So on this stock, it gets halted on the way up. We get in on this dip, okay? It dips a little bit more, halts on the way up again, halts on the way up again, halts on the way up again. So when I'm trading a halt, I want to make sure I'm getting in on a good price, on the best price I can get in on, okay? What else? WNW. Okay. Now this stock was crazy. Never really seen much like this. So you go from a halt at $14, it gaps up to $28, halts again, gaps up again to $40, halts on the way down, okay, opens back up, gaps up again to $60, halts on the way down, gaps down. So you want to be getting in right here. This is where you don't want to be getting in right here where everybody's going to be selling into you. You want to be able to get in on the bottoms when the stock gaps down and is close to a moving average and it has some kind of support. Then this is where you want to get in at. Okay, so you see this is the low from what 3 or 4 hours. This is a low 32. See, it tries to run up and pulls back. Once it pulls back to these support levels, you can get in right here in the 30s and look at the nice run from 30 to 90. That's 300. It's 200%. Okay. So consolidates again, pulls back again. The stock gets halted on the way up. At some point, it pulled back down here to 90. Okay, it's not much of a pullback, but when you're looking at a volatile stock that just keeps halting on the way up, sometimes you don't want to miss that move waiting for the perfect price. Okay, it's always better to wait, but sometimes you just want to get in. All right, so here we go right here. It's pull back. All right, 55. Blast off. Halt. 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 Now, whenever this stock got halted up and it gapped down to $80, I told my friend, I said, look, this right here is going to be an opportunity, okay? Because it gapped down from 160 to 180. It's a 50% gap down, and the volume is still coming in, okay? So let me zoom out. And so look at what happens. It gaps down here to 80. This is why I said when it gaps down, this is the ideal situation for you to be in on, okay? $81 or $80, and then it runs back up to 120, okay? Then it runs up to 140. So that's 100%. That's almost 100% move. Be sure when you're playing these halts, okay? Let me fill you in on something, okay? When I'm looking at halts, I follow a guy called the Halt bot. This guy right here will let you see every stock that gets halted, up or down, okay? So follow the Halt bot at Stock Halt Bot on Twitter, and we will see you on the next side.